Hey, it's Eric again over at Tri-State Public Safety. Today we're going to take a look at the Carson SA-361 remote, undercover, hidden siren. I threw some things in there for you. But this is it. Basically out of box you're going to get the amplifier, the siren head, or the switch panel, some plugs that you're going to need, and an instruction manual. So we'll toss that aside because we don't need it. And this again is the switch panel for the siren. Carson SA-361. Obviously you have Yelp. Center position is standby, which is where it's at now. And then whale. So it looks like this. And then we have manual, phaser, and then air horn. And this switch on this side is a momentary switch. Okay, a little bracket so you can mount it underneath your dash. You can mount it inside a glove box, pretty much anywhere. This is a very small, thin bracket. Just a simple L bracket. And this is the amp itself. And one of your plugs, this black one, is going to plug directly into here. And your little screws, grab your little screwdriver. Each one of your little screws will obviously unscrew, open up, allow your wires to go in, and then you plug it in directly there. It's pretty self-explanatory. Not a whole lot of confusion with this. It's already got a 15 amp fuse in it. Obviously made in the USA. Fine folks over at Carson. If you've never had any experience with Carson at all, I can tell you firsthand that they're fabulous people. They make a wonderful product. It's made in Indianapolis, Indiana. And just a quick little example, there's some dip switches that you can change some of the tones or options for the siren. Quick little example of their their customer service. We sold this, gosh, I think it was an SA-500 siren to a brand new volunteer fireman that lived in Upper Ohio. We'll just say that, I won't give his name. And he called me and said, Eric, I think there's something wrong with the Carson siren. It's smoking, and you know, I don't know what's going on. So I said, well, tell me how you have everything hooked up. He goes, well, you know what? I just found it. I accidentally hooked up the power to the ground and the ground to the power, and it's smoking like crazy. I said, okay, well, disconnect everything. Let me call Carson. Long story short, I called Carson. I said, here's what the customer did. They said, hey, no problem. Don't worry about it. You know, it happens. Have him send us the siren back, and as soon as we get it, we will next day airmail him a brand new siren. So that to me speaks volumes of their customer service, of their warranty. You know, it wasn't even really a warranty issue, but just how much they stood behind their products and said, you know what, hey, the guy made a mistake, but you know, what are we going to do, charge him for another siren? You know, we'll just send him a new one. And they did. And I mean, within a couple days he was back up and running, and I know he was very appreciative of how Carson handled, you know, what essentially was his mistake, and we were certainly very appreciative of how they handled our customer. So other than that one time, you know, we've been selling Carson sirens for several years now, and they just don't mess up. They usually don't ever have a problem. It's one thing that's just consistently good. And you know, the last example is is proof that they really stand behind their products. They know they make a quality product, and even when it's not the product's fault and it's somebody else's fault, they still stand behind it. And it was really good to see that. And they're just tremendously great people over there. Even if you have an issue, you can't figure something out, whether it's wiring it up or you want to change something after you get the product, all you have to do is call them. Call their customer support line, their customer service line, say, hey, here's what I'm trying to do. Can you help me out? They're very patient, and they want you to be happy with their products, so they don't mind helping out at all. So, like I said, just really good people over there. This is, I won't say their introductory siren, but this is kind of their entry-level siren. This is perfect if you're a detective and need something hidden away. The amp is so small that you can literally put it just about anywhere. The amp itself is just, 4¼ inches long and probably close to that wide if you're using the plate. I should have used the plate. Yeah, so 4 by 5.5, just figure 4.5 by 5.5. It's a really small siren. And height-wise, 1.5 inches tall, so you can about put it anywhere. Center console, glove box, mount it underneath your seat if you want. And obviously the switch panel is so small that you can put this little guy pretty much anywhere. So if you don't have the space, you got a newer car where everything's compact and tucked away in there, here you go. This is perfect perfect siren for that. You don't have a center console to mount it in. Again, this is a great choice. And with the siren tones they're giving you and the 5-year warranty to back everything up, it's really hard to beat. The price point on this thing is very respectable. So it's just a great siren. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to PM me, send me video responses. Please subscribe to our channel if you like our videos, or even if you don't, subscribe anyway. You never know what's going to pop up. We're going to try to get in the habit of posting new videos every week. So please subscribe to our videos, and we thank you for watching. Thanks.